Hi friends, my name is Chloe Ravel. Thanks so much for joining me for another online yoga class. Today's practice is a gentle morning flow for beginners. So grab your mat and your favorite essential oil and let's get started. Starting your morning off with a routine that gets you moving and breathing is such a great way to start your day. Thanks so much for spending your valuable time with me here on the yoga mat. If you're a beginner to yoga, this is going to be a great class to start off with. If you're a seasoned yogi and you're looking for a yummy morning practice, this will be great for you too. So here we go. So grab your favorite essential oil. This morning I'm using eucalyptus to begin our breathwork practice. So you can use the essential oil by adding 1 drop to your palm. And then we're going to go ahead and rub the palms together. Close the eyes for a moment, you guys. Create that energy, create that movement here in the palms. And when you're ready, go ahead and cup your nose and your mouth. Take a nice long inhale. And exhale as you allow the shoulders to relax. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling as you relax the shoulders. Now, whatever is remaining on your palms, go ahead and just rub on the back of the neck, on the shoulders, and we'll begin. So starting off in a comfortable seated position, we're going to find ourselves in Sukhasana. So crossing the legs comfortably, sitting nice and tall, so propping up on those sit bones, relaxing your hands onto your knees. And we'll close the eyes here to find a moment of stillness before we get moving. So gently breathing in and out, noticing the natural flow of your breath. And inviting yourself to sit a little taller, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. And we'll gently bring our palms together at our heart as we set our intention for our practice. So whatever resonates with you here, whatever intention you seek to infuse in your personal yoga practice. Perhaps it's one word or something you're grateful for. Use this moment to set the intention. Take a long, deep breath in and exhale. And gently relaxing your hands back onto your knees. Let's gently draw our chin in towards our chest. Take a gentle inhale as you slowly start to roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. And pause here for a moment. Breathing in to the left side of your neck. And exhaling softly, chin back down into the chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Feel that yummy stretch as you breathe. And exhale softly, chin to the chest. Beautiful. Neutralizing your gaze, look forward. Slowly start to shrug your shoulders up and in towards your ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, drawing the shoulders down and back. Some more intentional here with your breathing. Inhale, shrug it in. Exhale, release it down. Good. One more together, you guys. Inhale. And exhale, release it down. Bringing your hands to your heart. Inhale as you start to stretch your arms overhead, separating the palms, bringing the hands shoulder width distance apart. So really reaching out through the fingertips here. Slowly bringing your left fingertip down towards your left hip. Take an inhale as you lengthen and an exhale as you take a side body stretch to the left. So mindfully start to draw your gaze up at your right palm. Breathing here. Grounding down through the right sit bone and seeing if you can just stretch out, reach more to the left. Stay with the breath. Gently press into your bottom hand. Come back to center. Left arm reaches up. Right fingertips down by the right hip. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, start to walk those right fingertips away from you as you shift the gaze up at the left palm. Left sit bone grounded as you reach. Good. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Pressing down into that right hand to reach both hands overhead, palms together. Exhale, palms down to the heart. Amazing, you guys. Once more, arms reach up. Now, as you exhale, flip your palms forward. Good. Take another long breath in. And as you exhale, slowly begin to hinge from your hips. So take your time here as you lower. And you're going to bring your hands down to the mat, relaxing your chin in towards your chest. Take an inhale as you come back onto the fingertips. Look forward and lengthen. And exhale, fold. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, together, lengthen. And exhale, fold. And chin in towards the chest. Pause here. Just gently moving the neck. Shake the head, yes and no. And when you're ready, slowly start to walk those fingertips back. Take your time, stacking your shoulders over your hips. And transitioning now into tabletop pose. So we're going to come onto hands and knees. So flipping it around, slowly take your time to adjust, placing your hands flat on your yoga mat and bringing your hips or bringing your knees hip width distance apart. So in tabletop pose, hands stacked under your shoulders, knees hip width distance apart. Draw your belly in, engaging the core here. So activating the belly and protecting your lower back. Continuing with our cat-cows, tuck your toes under, slowly start to inhale as you drop the belly, lift your chest and look up. As you exhale, untucking the toes, rounding the spine, chin in towards the chest as you press the earth away from you. Again, inhale, tucking the toes under, lifts the chest, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, round and curl. Now take 3 or more of these poses, exaggerating the movement at your own pace. Inhaling to lift and exhaling to round. So remember, so much of this practice is about you tuning into what feels good for you. Listen to your body. Exhale, round for the last one. Good. Coming back into a neutral tabletop, finding our dancing lion. So we're going to start to trace circles with the body. Trace circles with your hips and your shoulders, and go ahead and close your eyes. So you're really focused on what it feels like here as you move. So feel your hips, feel your shoulders, feel your side body and your neck. So especially first thing in the morning, we can feel very stiff, very tight. So we're moving through that. Pause wherever you're at for a moment and start to reverse the direction of your circles. 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good, you guys. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly circling your way back. Neutral tabletop. Now to warm up the shoulders, take an inhale as you reach the right arm up towards the sky, looking up at that right thumb. Now as you exhale, start to reach the fingertips back towards your hips, swooping the fingertips down, forward, up, and around. So finding those circles, move your hips with you and see if you can follow your fingertips with your gaze. Good. Keep the breath flowing. Inhale and exhale. We'll do 2 more of these. Good. And slowly inhale, reach that right arm up, lengthen through that right side, stacking the right shoulder over the left, and exhale, right hand down, tabletop pose. So the second side now, extending the left arm nice and long and reaching it back. So we're mirroring each side of the body, creating balance between the right side and left. Move the hips with you. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale, arm sweeps the sky. Look up. Go ahead, stack that left shoulder on top of the right. And exhale, left hand down, tabletop pose. So now in tabletop, we'll find our child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, and start to draw your sit bones back towards your heels here, walking your fingertips further towards the top of the mat and relaxing your forehead down. So take this moment to breathe into the shoulders, to breathe into your lower back, to feel the sit bones drawing back towards the heels. So there's plenty of space for the belly to continue to expand on the inhale. Drawing the belly in on the exhale. A nice fluid breath. So you're creating that connection between movement and breath, you guys. Mindfulness into each and every yoga pose here to start off your day, feeling connected, feeling grounded. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Good. Slowly start to press into your palms as you look forward. Come back into your tabletop pose, hands and knees. And you're going to have to walk those knees back so that they're hip width distance apart. Hands under the shoulders again. And now we're going to step the right foot back. So come onto the ball of that right foot. And we're flexing that right heel, pressing the heel back to stretch out the calf muscle. If you like, you can take a couple of pulses here, drawing your weight forward and back. Keep the belly drawing in and engaged. And feel that stretch through the calf muscle. Breathe, have fun, enjoy as you connect to your body. Good, and now return right knee back into tabletop. We set up the left foot back and creating that movement again, those pulses forward and back, breathing. Good, last one. And exhale, gently bringing the left knee to meet the right. Awesome. So downward facing dog, our next yoga pose here. So as a tip here, we'll walk our hand 1 hand length distance closer towards the top of our mat. Tuck your toes under and slowly start to lift the sit bones, pressing into your hands and drawing your heels down to the mat. Now you can work on pedaling out the knees, bending into 1 knee at a time as you breathe and start to warm up the legs. Breathe in, breathe out. So pressing the chest towards the thighs, gently bend the knees a little bit. Press into your palms as if you're going to slide that mat out from underneath you. Slowly inhale as you look forward towards your fingertips and start to take the smallest little steps all the way forward towards your hands. You can prop onto the fingertips if that's helpful. Walking to the top of the mat into your forward fold. Relax and hang heavy. Breathe here as you take hold of opposite elbows. Inhale and exhale. So it gets a little trickier to breathe here, only because the belly is feeling a bit compressed. So do your best. The hardest part is just showing up on your mat. You're here, you're doing the work. Amazing, you guys. Relax the arms. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lengthen, look halfway. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, hands to the shins. Press into the hands, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now bringing the hands into the heart. We're going to slowly start to round ourselves up. So take your time here as you press into the feet, coming into standing. Neck and head come up last as you release your hands down by your hips. Take a moment to regroup here. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel that sense of grounding through the soles of your feet. So the yoga practice allows us to drop out of our mind and our overthinking into our heart, into our intention. So we'll salute the sun, their sun salutations, creating a modified beginner version here. Okay, so step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Feet hip-width distance apart or big toes touching. We'll reach the arms up. Take a nice long inhale. Interlace your fingers overhead and start to press your hips forward as you lift the chest, lift the rib cage. Inhaling back to center. And exhale as you open the arms wide, folding forward. Bring your hands to your shins or fingertips to the earth. So the modified version is to keep the hands on the shins. We lengthen, inhale. And as we exhale, folding forward. You can keep the knees slightly bent here, you guys. One more time. Inhale, hands to the shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. Let's reverse. Inhale, rise up. Reach those arms up and over, palms overhead. Taking one more back bend, pressing the hips forward, lifting the chest, back to center. Exhale, arms by your side. Once again, inhale, reach, breathe. Interlace those fingers, find your back bend, yogis. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing your hands to your shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So frame your feet here. We're going to step back into our low lunge. So step the right foot back, coming into a nice low lunge, and then gently drop the back knee here. Rise up as you inhale and reach the arms overhead, interlacing the fingers, lifting the chest and breathing through that right hip flexor. Good. Find a little more depth. Inhale back to center. Take your time. Hands to frame the left foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, and step back into your downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale at your own pace. And then slowly looking forward, walking yourself all the way back to the top of the mat, just like we did before. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Framing the feet. We do the second side here, you guys. So left foot steps back, find a low lunge. Bend into that right knee and gently lower your back knee and rise up. So find your balance here. It might feel a little wobbly as you reach the arms overhead, but you got this. Interlace your fingers and start to press the hips forward, lifting the chest. Good, lifting the heart. Inhale, center, and exhale, hands down to frame that right foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Together, we're going to inhale and lift the heels nice and high. As we exhale, lower the heels down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one together. Inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, lower. Child's pose. Lower those knees down to the mat. Bring them nice and wide as you start to walk the hands slightly back to draw your hips back towards your heels, relaxing it down. Beautiful job, you guys. So take 4 more breaths here. Feel the body relax. Feel the breath slow down. Slowly prop onto the fingertips as you press into the hands and look forward. Inhale. And slowly walking the fingertips back in towards the knees. And drawing the knees together as you sit back into hero's pose. Wonderful. So now we're going to rise onto our knees, tucking the toes under for a nice toe stretch. So we're going to sit back over the heels. So it's quite a sensation here, you guys. It's a deep stretch for the feet, but stick with it. See if you can stay with me for 3 breaths. Interlacing the fingers at the heart. Reach the arms up and over as you stretch, lifting the chest. And then as you exhale, gently round your spine as you press the palms forward, keeping the wrists in alignment with your shoulders. Inhale, once again, arms reach, chest lifts, back bend. Exhale, round and curl. Good, last one together. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Amazing. Now bring your hands back into tabletop pose. Let's untuck those toes and tap out the feet. So tap, 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 allowing the blood to flow back into the toes. Amazing. We'll sit back over the heels now comfortably. Inhaling as we reach the arms up. And now for a twist, yogi. So twisting the spine slightly towards the right, bring your left hand to the outside of the right thigh and wrapping the right arm behind your low back. So slowly shifting your gaze to look past that right shoulder, breathing. Closing the eyes for a moment. Feel the stretch to the top of the right shoulder. Using each exhale to just gently twist the heart open slightly towards the right. Amazing. Take a moment to smile and to feel grateful for your strong, capable body. And we'll unravel nice and slowly, bringing the arms up and over. Inhale, look up. And exhale, finding that same twist to the left. So right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Bring your left arm behind your low back. And looking past that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Gently unravel. Reach the arms up. And exhale, palms to the heart. Amazing, you guys. So now we transition back to seated. We'll take a butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana, joining the soles of the feet to touch. So bringing those feet in. If you're feeling really tight in the hips and the inner thighs, just go ahead, kind of wiggle in your seat a little bit, getting those sit bones to ground. You can also draw your feet slightly away from you to create more openness through the inner thighs. Butterfly pose here. So grabbing onto the ankles or the shins. Take a long inhale. And as you exhale, start to forward fold. So pressing the elbows into the inner thighs, gazing down at your feet, breathing here. And try your best to keep a flat back, you guys. So making sure you're not rounding the spine. You want a nice long spine. Take your time. Each exhale allows you to fold forward just a bit more. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Close your eyes as you exhale. Good. Last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Coming back to center nice and slowly. Awesome. Crossing the legs for our Sukhasana, just like where we began in the beginning of our practice. Bringing the hands to the knees as you close the eyes for a moment. Thanking yourself for showing up on the mat today. Your willingness to create a new habit in your morning ritual. Your willingness to move. Move your body, move through the stress, move through any emotions, any stagnant energy. And preparing for our final relaxation, we're going to make our way on to our backs. So lengthening the spine, the length of your mat, shifting so that you're seated halfway down the mat. Bend your knees, place the soles of your feet flat on the mat, and go ahead and extend your arms forward. We're going to slowly take our time here, rolling the spine down to lie all the way back. If you feel any pinching in your low back, go ahead and straighten the legs while pointing the toes, gently unraveling. And pausing here as the head rests, the palms rest by your sides. Go ahead, slide your feet a little wider to feel really comfortable here. So take your time here, yogis. Gently hugging your left knee in and your right, neutralizing the low back as you rock gently from side to side. So here we're massaging our low back, hugging the knees in, keeping them squeezing in towards the belly. We'll release the arms out towards the sides. So taking our time here, relaxing our shoulders, we'll begin to draw the knees all the way over to the left. And so you're going to stack your right thigh on top of your left and bring your left arm now on top of that right thigh to help you twist as you look over to the right. Closing the eyes here, relaxing the body, relaxing the right shoulder. And we'll take 3 breaths. Beautiful. Slowly come back to center. Bring your neck to neutral. Release your left hand back down onto the floor. Drawing the knees back in. Let's take this twist to the right. So the knees draw to the right. Bring your right hand to the left thigh. And look over to the left, aligning your left wrist with your left shoulder. Twisting. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. And slowly bringing the neck back to neutral. Release the right hand down, bring both knees back in. And then gently lower your right foot and your left foot down onto the mat as you bring your hands by your hips. So finding our final hip stretch, let's go ahead and cross that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Use your right hand to press that right thigh away from the body. Breathing here, feeling that openness through your right hip. Now, if you're new to yoga and this feels like enough of a stretch, you'll stay here. If you're needing a little more, go ahead and lift that left leg. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. Flex into both feet. Take an inhale. And an exhale as you hug that left thigh in, breathing into your right side hip. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. No rush here. We take 3 breaths. So you want to make sure those feet stay engaged, you guys, so that the kneecaps stay safe. They stay protected. When you're ready, take your next exhale. Gently release the hands so you can lower that left foot down. Release the right foot to meet the left. Now for the second side, we cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. We'll use the left palm this time to press the left thigh away from the body as we breathe. Creating that openness to the left side. Taking our time here. If we're finding the deeper variation, go ahead and use both hands now as you lift the right foot. Interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. Flex into both feet. Take a long inhale with me here. As you exhale, hugging that right thigh in. Breathing in, breathing out. So as you're hugging that right thigh in, keep pressing in the left thigh away from you. So an opposing motion here. Right thigh draws in as the left thigh draws forward. Final breath here, inhaling. And exhale, slowly relaxing your feet out to be hip width distance apart. No, let's do that again. Walking your feet out to be mat width distance apart, nice and wide. Draw your knees in together just to neutralize the lower back and the pelvis. Take a breath here, inhale. And exhale. And slowly walking the feet back in, we'll find our happy baby pose. So bending your knees, reaching now for your shins, your ankles, or maybe the outside edges of your feet. So bending the knees as you flip the feet to face up. So this is a really awesome stretch, you guys. You might be feeling really tight in the hips. That's all good. Let's breathe. We can gently rock from side to side. Good. Pausing here. Chin in towards the chest. Press your low back down. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, feet together, knees in together, and slowly lowering the feet down. Start to extend the legs, the length of your mat. You did it. You made it through this morning gentle flow. And we prepare here for our final meditation. So flipping your palms face up, allowing the feet to be a little wider, tucking your shoulders under, feeling a nice long neck. We start to release our practice, all of the movements, all of the poses we just took. Transitioning here to a moment of stillness, to a moment of peace. Feel your breath in your belly start to slow down and become more natural. We'll take just about a moment here, a full minute, to feel the body completely relaxed. So starting from the crown of your head and working your way down. Where can you release and relax just a bit more? Gently bringing one hand over your belly and the other hand over your heart. Feeling centered, feeling grateful. Take an inhale as you reach the arms up and over, stretching the body. Morning stretch. Circle out the wrists and the ankles. And slowly hugging the knees one at a time back in towards your belly. Rocking slightly from right to left. And take your time as you gently roll onto one side in the fetal position. Extending the right arm off to the top of the mat. Pausing here so that you can press into your left hand and gently rise up, where we'll seal our practice together, seated, closing our eyes, bringing our hands to our hearts, bowing our chin in towards our chest. Once again, thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me, for tuning into this video. May your day be full of peace and productivity, lots of light and lots of love. Namaste.